Hey guys, Hades here. We're going up to the roof. Yeah, I say Hades, but in my IELTS videos, I believe that I refer to myself as Gwen or Jason. But for the most part in these videos, I'll be Hades. Here's the roof. I used to live in this building. I don't anymore. People come up here and dry their stuff. I realized I didn't talk a lot about myself in the last video. This one is more to introduce IELTS to you guys, but some other stuff I wanted to say. There's Guangzhou. Also, I think I'm gonna go camping up here for another channel that I'm gonna do basically about camping. Anyhow, here's Guangzhou. Some things about me that I didn't mention in the last video is I have a degree in English, a bachelor's degree. I also have my teaching credential from the state of California, and I took a TESOL course in Shanghai in 2012. Basically, I've been here in China for 10 years, although I took a year off, went back home. But I've been back now for about 5 years maybe. I taught at training schools, mostly just teaching English. However, the last 3 years I've been in Foshan, and I've been teaching at a university. And in the distance over there, you can see the tower of Guangzhou. Maybe I'll show it at night sometime when it's lit up. Here's Guangzhou. But there's about 10 classes, and what I do recommend you do is watch them. I've done this a lot. I've taught IELTS a lot. I'm uncomfortable with this. I'm gonna show the background. I've taught IELTS a lot, maybe out of 9 out of the 10 years. And what I do a little differently is I just approached it differently. Basically, I was told I have to start teaching IELTS to students, and I had no idea how. And the company I was working for at the time, they didn't have any IELTS stuff to give me, so I had to just make it up. And at the time I couldn't find stuff online, so I just approached it differently. I approached it from how I thought it was best to teach. So I use a lot of different stuff in these classes, and then I later was able to find stuff that most people use, more traditional ways to learn IELTS, and I incorporated that into it. Still, my classes are going to be a little different from other classes you might take, so just keep that in mind. And for these classes, every student I helped has done better. You know, they all get higher scores than they had before, and of course it's hard to tell for the ones who had never taken it before, but everyone who's done it has done well with me. I might not be your cup of tea. Maybe there's a better way to do it. I wish all these clothes weren't up here, but maybe there's a better way for you to do it. But I suggest you try my classes. If you just can't get it, you're not understanding it, then yeah, look for something else. It's okay. Not everything is for everybody. Maybe someone else could help you better. I'm not that worried about it. Again, the first 10 classes I put out will be IELTS classes, but there will be more. There will be other types of classes in the future, but the first 10 I put out will be IELTS. Okay, this is the same view I had on my last video. I recorded on the roof, and the last section didn't work so well, so you get to see this stuff again. Anyhow, a couple more things I wanted to mention. This GoPro's new, and I'm still figuring out how to use it. But basically, there's me again. Basically, a couple things. If you do these classes, you might have questions. I'm used to teaching this to a live group of students, and I expect people to ask questions. This helps also make you more of an active learner. So there's pauses for questions, so try to answer them yourself. Speak out loud. I understand you will only be probably in your room by yourself, but there's pauses in there to give you time, about 5 seconds every time I ask a question. Part of my teaching is I like to ask the class questions and have them answer. Normally in class, I tell the students to look it up or just guess, but when I ask a question, I usually want an answer. Of course, you could skip that, but I recommend you don't, because you'll be actively learning. It helps you better. When I stop and ask a question, try to answer it. Either if you don't know it, take a guess, or you could even pause the video and look it up. These classes are designed to help you, but you kind of have to, actively learn and be a part of the lesson and try to answer questions when I put them to you. These are all designed off live classes. I said earlier, every student I've helped with IELTS has gotten a better score on it. But you have to actively learn. You have to want to learn. You can't passively really learn this stuff. And another thing is try to take notes. It's good to take notes. A lot of people these days don't want to take notes. In class, they'll record a video, but but they won't take any notes. They'll take pictures of what I write on the board, but they won't take notes. Taking notes is really good for you. It helps you remember stuff a lot better. So I recommend you take notes and answer questions. Now, you might have questions. I understand that. So you can leave them in the comments of the video. After all these videos are up for a while, I will answer questions. I'll do another video on questions. Hopefully all questions, unless there's just way too many, then I'll pick ones I think are more important. But not a lot of people are watching my channel right now, of course, so probably I'll be able to answer all of them. It depends on how many people start watching this. But I will try to answer questions in the comments. And again, I'll do another video on any questions I get for IELTS. Also, there's going to be more videos besides just IELTS. A lot of stuff, a lot of lessons. And so I'll put them all in there eventually. Okay, guys, I hope you do well. Good luck. Give it a try and do well in IELTS after you do these classes. All right. Thank you.